Good morning. It's Saturday, August 31st, 2024. I'm at Mount Baldy, the east parking lot, and I'm about to do about a 18-mile hike here and take some pictures along the way. It's a beautiful morning. Hopefully the storm doesn't come in. Okay, I'm starting off over here at the East Baldy Trailhead, and I'm going to go ahead and climb up the mountain, come down the deadfall, and then get into the meadows. And then I'll follow the meadows all the way over here towards the west parking lot, and then do the bypass cut off back over. In total, it's about 17, 18 miles. It's beautiful and peaceful here. Overcast, but yeah, there's not a sound. Well, come around the corner, I saw a black bear. He saw me, he took off, went running up through that way. I could hear some branches, but I don't see him at all. He wasn't very big. There's a lot of deadfall up in here. I know when I get down to the downhill slope, it's much, much, much worse. But I'm still not quite to the top yet. There's quite a bit of deadfall here as well. Here's part or remnants right there of a plane crash from years ago. It actually crashed up the mountain there a little ways, and this debris came down the hill. It's been here for several years, but it's actually starting to get covered up with growth. Can't see it very easily. Okay, I'm on top of the hill. I'm 6 miles from the Mount Baldy Trailhead, the East Baldy Trailhead. The time is around 9:40, so it's taking me about 3 hours to get here. It's about 2 miles an hour. I think it was the pine bark beetle that killed all these trees 8 to 10 years ago. I'm on the downhill slope, And this is where it passes over from the west side to the east side. Well, this was kind of fun. After I crossed that saddle, going from the west side to the east side, or when I was up at the top of it, apparently my phone pinged off of the Apache reservation cell tower, which is on a different time zone. So I was at the top. It was at 9:58, I think it was. 5 minutes later, I checked my phone and it said 11:05. Wait a minute, I lost an hour. I wasn't sure if I got probed or something. I don't know if aliens got me. I finally ran into some other hikers. They told me that it was about the time zone. So, yeah, kind of fun. I'm at the bottom of the mountain now, and I'm about to start off across the meadows. But here, right across the creek, at this point, it should be about 8 miles, and I'll be done. So one of the perils of hiking alone, I was crossing that log, lost my footing, and fell back. And I landed on one of those spikes. My backpack saved me. Basically, my lunch got a hole in it. But yeah, my backpack saved me from hurting my back. That could have been bad. Correction on the time. My watch changed when I got up to the top, but didn't change when I come back down, but my phone did. So I really did get to the bottom of the canyon, or the mountain, at 11:15. My watch shows 12:15, but it's 11:15. I'm getting a light shower ring now. Well, I overshot my cross trail and went all the way into the West Baldy trailhead. So let me go back about a half mile to the cross trail that goes to the east parking lot. Okay, so this is the turnoff going over to the east parking lot. There used to be a sign right here that told you where it was at, but we don't have that anymore. So watch for this intersection here. So once you cross onto the crossover trail and go across the creek, you got about a half mile of incline. It's pretty steep. Then it plateaus. After that, you know you got it made. It's just staying down on this hill here, and it'll descend down into the parking lot in a couple miles. Okay, I was wrong. After you plateau, you're not done. There's still several other climbs. Yeah, this is when you already wore out, this last little bit right here wears you down. So when you get to the bypass and you cross the creek, you immediately climb a hill. You think you're in the bypass, you think you're almost home free, last 3 miles, but yeah, you got a pretty good climb ahead of you. Okay, and one last meadow to cross. I think this is the last meadow. We start to descend down into the parking lot. Wow, it's pretty. Nope, I was wrong about that one too. There's another meadow. Wow, it is a nice hike, but wow, I'm ready done with meadows. Okay, it's right at 4 o'clock and I'm at the East Baldy trailhead. So that completes the loop. So I'm gonna head back over to the car now. Okay, it's 4 o'clock, I'm finishing up. So I'm back over here at the East Baldy trailhead. So this morning I went up the mountain and went into the deadfall area, and then went over to the East Fork White River. Followed that along, that's where all the meadows are at. And then I did the crossover. So the crossover, well, I think it's about 4 miles, but anyway, I'm right at 9.5 hours from when I left this morning. So when I'm car camping at trailheads, what I'll do is I have a 4 foot wide by 8 foot bean bag that's going in the back of my car, and then I put my sleeping bag on top of that. And because it's a bean bag, you don't have to worry about how level your car is. You can just make it self-leveling, and then I crash out on that. And then I have this solar blanket that I throw over the top of everything if I don't want anybody to be able to see me in there. Once I got in my car, I realized I made a mistake. I forgot about the time zone change. My watch changed time zones, but I did not. So it actually was 8.5 hours. After hiking 20 miles, it sure would be nice to have Tesla full self-driving right now. So I'm pretty tired. But I'm gonna head in Cholo here and grab a burger.